What's going on, people? MacWorld Live, 1027, Thirsty Thursday. How y'all doing, man? I got a trip planned this week. I'm supposed to be going to Wisconsin Dells. So I'm looking forward to that. How that work out, you know what I mean? I ain't never been. No, matter of fact, I take that back. I've been to Wisconsin Dells, been to Noah's Ark back when I was like seventh grade. So that was a while back. Gotta gotta get back familiar. I'm going to the lodges this time though. On that like that. How y'all Thursday going, man? It's a beautiful, beautiful day out here today. The Midwest. I gotta let everybody know where I'm at right now. Cause I got fans now, like um people subscribed all over now. So we gonna let them know where we at, man. We in Milwaukee, man. Nah, we ain't eating hold on. 30. I hear you. So nah, got a couple to talk about today. Yeah, I update on the pink sauce girl. Yeah, I remember she was selling that nasty pink sauce. And last thing that left off with it was somebody was trying to send it off to a lab and see what was actually in it. Oh yeah, too, like I said, time of day, everything changed with the hours being set up. What up? Day to day K in the building, tool gang on deck. So again, I apologize for the glare, man. I know I keep like catching my face and shit like that. I'm trying to kind of maneuver out of it. But I'm gonna do the best I can right now. But yeah, in the meanwhile though, we gonna keep it rolling. Update on the pink sauce. Something else, I always have a topic that's like quasi political or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna tell y'all about something today called drain pool politics. And it's something y'all probably never heard of before, so it'll be interesting because it applied to all of us. You know what I'm saying? Tell y'all about that. Then we gotta talk about Herschel Walker again. Dude out here tripping. Um he was joking. Like dude is he say he against abortion and all that. And it's like, yeah, you against abortion. Um, because you the one having all the kids, bruh. You know what I'm saying? And sure enough, that was a joke, right? Ha ha. Nah, for real, real talk. Just yesterday it came out. This nigga got some more kids that ain't nobody know about. Like, come on, man. We can't be having motherfuckers like this in our Senate. So that's why you gotta do that due diligence, man. November coming around. You gotta do what you gotta do. But we gonna talk about it. And then, the last thing, like I said, drain pool politics, pink sauce, peanut head. Y'all go see why I call him peanut head Herschel Walker. This nigga gonna get up there and be like, and they wonder why we got peanuts in our heads. I'm like, dog, why y'all got this man up here? I know this man that took plenty hits. Plenty hits. He got split personality disorder. He got CTE. Like, come on, man. Spare this man. But yeah, we gonna get into all that though. Funny stuff. Um, Setting up a little bit, bear with me. Go ahead and slap that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you ain't already. Every little bit take us north. So get it. And yeah, y'all know how we started out, man. We gonna start it out with a little music while I get my act together, in true YouTube fashion. So yeah, let's do it, man. MacWorld. MacWorld. 1027. Yo.
We have a white man that's going to shoot.
MacWorld. All right. So basically, long story, a lot of shit going. Hey, you know what I just noticed? That's crazy. I don't know why they doing. Um, I got a couple. I got a couple settings that got switched around on my. Okay, I guess. I got a couple settings that got switched around on my OBS. So I'm kind of trying to work as I go along, but gotta be I gotta things that I had to back up. Okay, so my main drive started getting full because I've been doing videos. You know, shout out to everybody supporting the channel. We going starting in August, October. So I'm getting 3 months worth of doing my live stream every day. So my drive start getting full. So I gotta start switching some stuff around. This the part don't nobody talk about. Um, and I really don't know. I ain't gonna say I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but the way you gotta back stuff up in Windows 10, crazy. You gotta go through the front end, then you gotta go through every individual file and go to the properties and change it on the back end. It right now, so I definitely I apologize to y'all, man. Bear with me a little bit. And then sometimes you don't even know if you gonna have a, cause you could do a live video recording and it'd be like, boom, it's straight, right? Everything all good. Then when you stream, it's different because it gotta have an encoder that's connected to the site and all that shit. So turn into a little bit more of a technical. I'm gonna try to see what I could do as far as finding this file path. Um, Maybe I could search for it. But yeah. So anyway, while I'm doing this, we gonna go into topics. First thing I'm gonna talk to y'all about is thing that they call drain pool politics, and basically goes way back to when segregation first ended. Um, you had a lot of things where, or when segregation was in play, it was like separate. It was supposed to be in theory. It was supposed to be like separate but equal, but really it was just separate. It wasn't separate but equal. It was separate, right? And one of the key tenets that a lot of y'all might not know about conservative ideology and about conservatism is they feel like somebody has to be on top and somebody has to be on the bottom. And a further, what can I say? A further way of looking at that ideology is you can't have more unless somebody has less. So naturally, when they decided to separate everything, segregate everything, they wanted top half and they wanted us to have the bottom half. Like they would have a blacks only bubbler, but it would be like the bullshit bubbler connected to the toilet. You know what I'm saying? While they had like a nice drinking fountain and stuff like that. They would have. I even remember when I was young, when I was in school, I went to 24th Street, Ronald E. McNair, and we used to have like books, shiny books with shit on the cover, like hardcover books, like our textbooks, glossy and all that, right? Little rabbits riding air balloons and shit. They got rid of all that and replaced it with some with worksheets and all that type of stuff, right? Uh so they got rid of all that, replaced it with worksheets, all that type of shit. I could highlight the copy. I'm on one. Fuck it, I'm on one. Nah, I'm on some shit though, for real, man. I hate losing files. That's the worst, man. God damn. No, don't do me like I can't do me like this, dog. Don't do your boy like this, dog. Don't do your boy Mac like this, man. But nah, I'ma find that shit though. Yeah. So they wanted everything separate, even when I was back in school. But they want that less and more, that more and less paradigm, that hierarchy. So even when I was back in school, I noticed how I went to a public school. I noticed how the quality of everything we had was declining. Like we would get we would get like older equipment. We would be using old ass or like little scooters that you scoot, them little scoot butt stanky booty little scooters you scoot around on your butt with four wheels, and you just scoot them little poop putt scooters and shit. We had a bunch of them. We stopped even having the red rubber ball kick balls. You know what I'm saying? Like our playground start getting raggedy, weeds start growing on it. Our books started being just worksheets and all that. So um the quality of schools was declining. And I noticed that as a kid. I would just notice how things would just end up being a little bit different from, let's say, uh when I went to a gifted and talented school, right? Everything little bit more, a little bit better funded, I guess you could say, right? Shout out to Go to My Year and all the Go to My Year alumni. Mac Buddy, what it do? Uh, but yeah, so all that, if you think it's by if you think it's by coincidence, it's not. All that shit is by design, and that's what we gonna talk about today. What they even got a name for it, and they call it drain pool politics. Um, they call it drain pool politics. Uh, I'm gonna show y'all what exactly that is. Let's go.
Why are Americans so uneducated?
It's because of drain pool politics and the conservative reaction to segregation ending. As soon as segregation ended, many white people immediately defunded public schools and moved their kids to private schools. They also filled public pools with concrete and public parks were demolished. This is also why workers' salaries have stagnated since the civil rights movement, and it's also why college tuition has skyrocketed since the civil rights movement. Pretty much all modern problems in the U.S. can be traced back to drain pool politics and the conservative reaction to segregation ending. This is a very similar mindset to a child breaking a toy when they're told they have to share it. And this problem has gotten much, much worse since Obama was elected.
Well, one thing racism, white supremacy do not like, they do not like equality. They don't like it at all because to them, equality is oppression. And for them to have that kind of reaction, that's how they've been doing things forever. Whether they're doing it here in the continent of Africa, they was doing the exact same thing at the end of colonialism, how they were destroying, especially the French, destroying a lot of infrastructure, doing a lot of things that they shouldn't have been doing.
Like the concept of blowing the nose off the Sphinx. Like if I can't have it, then nobody can. And specifically, like with the drain pool politics, a lot of what's going on, and a lot of the idea about it is like, yeah, if I gotta before I share the pool, I'll drain the pool so nobody can use the pool. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. It's crazy that people would even do that. You think on the surface they tell us like, oh, it's about a functioning society. Everybody got a fair shot at making it, and it's just about as far as you, as hard as you try. If you believe you can achieve, don't go out here committing crimes. The American dream, baseball, apple pie, all that shit. They telling you all that, right? But then you find out on the flip side, way back in the days, they already decided that you was gonna have less, and they was gonna facilitate you having less. And that's what it's called, drain pool politics, right? So sum up what dude said. He said most of the modern problems that we got now in America go back to drain pool politics. You got to think about how that would extend to beyond just them doing it back in the days. You can keep draining that pool. You could drain the pool of knowledge. You could drain the pool of employment. You know what I'm saying? You could drain the pool of representation in the justice system. We keep on getting our pool drained. Every time it's time for us to go, it's like they use the pool and all that, and then they drain that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Because like he said, for somebody privileged, equality is a downgrade. So they not looking for equality. And that's another thing people got to get out of their head. When they assume like, oh, Democrats and Republicans are the same and all that shit, like true indeed, they both got to use the same means, but they not going for the same outcome. And they don't got the same ideologies. And that's the main thing about it. Like you got one group of people that they whole thing is to make sure you got less and that you like it like that. They want you to have less and they want you to accept it. They won't have it more to not be just, they don't even want democracy no more. I swear to God, like right hand to God, they don't even want democracy and they said it. You'll hear people now saying, oh, America is not a democracy, it's a republic. You hear a lot of that coming from conservatives. They don't even want democracy no more. Because the thing about using capitalism, like I told y'all in one of my earlier live streams about using capitalism to substitute slavery is with slavery, everybody had their place and your foot was in the motherfucker back. You know what I'm saying? Your head, your foot was on their neck. It wasn't no coming up without getting authorized, right? But in capitalism, somebody from the bottom could still get rich. And eventually that's gonna be a problem. Because what one person do, and if one person make a way for other people, you could tilt the whole paradigm of the social pyramid. You got too many people from the bottom coming up. Something like this, what I'm doing, something like, you know, all the independent record labels coming out, all the entrepreneurs, all the people learning about how to use their own credit and build equity and stuff like that. That's the problem with capitalism is that, and I'm not saying my problem, that's why I love it, you know what I'm saying? But that's their problem with capitalism is you got too many avenues for people from the bottom to come up. And so it's not really a good substitute at times for slavery. So then they got to just switch it back out and just go straight to the bigoted policies and the ingrained systematic types of racism, right? And so that's what drain pool politics. That's exactly what it is. Um, you know, just them taking that concept of conservatism and saying, you know, we just gonna bake this into the fabric of society. Like, give these people less. Always send them that way. Whenever they want something, give them that. Whenever you hire them, pay them $3 less. Whenever you give them a raise or whenever you promote them, do it on the slower schedule. Like that's drain pool politics. And it's a real thing. So if you thinking like, man, they just doing this shit to me because I'm black, guess what? Yo ass hit it right on the head. And they don't see that as nothing but an ideology. They look at your whole life and your whole existence as they look at your existence as a political dilemma. You know what I'm saying? You being black are part of a political party. To them, black people, like I said, black people are a political party, whether they say it or not. So you being black are automatically part of that political party. You can, and then you can say like, well, I'm conservative. I'm a black conservative. No, a black conservative gonna have to put in work. You're gonna have to put in some hate work. For real. You gotta, it's like gangs for real. You're gonna have to put in some hate work. You can't just be running around talking about you a conservative, you a black conservative. Who do you hate? When was the last time you talked down on some black folks? When was the last time you said something about some Jewish people? You can't just be running around talking that shit. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to put some hate work in. And so that's what it is, man. And yeah, drain pool politics, that's what they call it. Shit. I'm gonna pause and see if you got a little bit more to say. Shout out to the Black Congregation YouTube channel. Y'all go on and subscribe to that channel too. Let's go.
But they do not want black people to have an equal footing at all. And what they can't stand about us as black people, even though all this sabotage they have done to us constantly, we still find a way to thrive in America. We still find a way to build. We still find a way to persevere through it. And you look at today, all that destroying of public education is biting them right back in the butt right now. It is. All that destroying parks and public pools and all that, the wages, not want to pay nobody. It's hurting them right now. So everything, a lot of times you trying to do to other people, you usually fall right.
And that's true, right? Because they talk about not wanting to raise the minimum wage and they want to keep wages low. But then they want to complain about crime. You don't want to pay people enough. You want to make people have to scramble and do shit against their will to survive. It remind me of those people that complain about traffic and complain about construction. They hate the construction, but they also hate that the road is raggedy too. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't like the problem, but they don't like the solution either. They used to just complaining and shit like that, right? So yeah, man, that's what it is, and that's what's going on. That's what we got a. Oh, I got a ghost or something in my house? Doors opening and shit. Man, this a major glare on my damn face, man. This shit crazy as hell. Look like I'm fucking like I'm finna ascend to heaven or something like that. But yeah, bear with it, y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe too. Go.
Right in your own trap. And that's why the country is the shape that it's in. These people, what they're trying to set up right now is an apartheid system. Now, you may say, what do you mean by apartheid system? Well, in South Africa,
Y'all ain't familiar with apartheid. He finna break it down right now. But I actually didn't even think about them trying to really set up a modern day apartheid system in America until he mentioned it right here. And then it kind of made sense to me. Let's go.
black people are the majority, white people are the minority. They're what, about 10% of the population, but yet they own the wealth and they own the land. In this country, well, how they set up an apartheid system, they're making sure that all the judges look like them. In the Supreme Court, they're making sure they have that conservative majority that's going to enact the laws that they want, because right now it's a conservative Supreme Court. So enacting the laws that they think about, so they could, anything they want to push, they can push it through because of that reason. It's not an even Supreme Court, not whatsoever. So these people are setting this up so they can rule even when they're outnumbered. Because technically, if you add up everybody, they becoming either they are probably outnumbered now or very close to it.
Hey, that shit deep, right? Y'all hear what he said? Apartheid is a small white majority ruling a black majority, a small white minority, excuse me, ruling a black majority. Now, think about the United States. You got, if you combine everybody that's minorities, blacks, Mexicans, Asians, all that, we outnumber white people, right? But when you go to court, when you go to when you look at the judge, all that, especially in Wisconsin, come on, you gonna have like Judge O'Malley. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be something like that. Like, we not represented where the power is at. Let's say that the society, like I say, is they always got it like a pyramid with most of the people at the bottom and the richest people being the small capstone at the top, the tip of the pyramid, right? So if you think about it in terms of that, then it's like coming up, everybody at the top, it's this small group of people. It's never made to be a lot of room at the top. Made to be way more room at the bottom to support the top. But the people at the top, though, they need the people at the bottom in order to support everything. So they have to make sure that everything that's getting done is coming from the top. Everything at the bottom is like, okay, beyond this line right here, let's just say like like a poverty line. Beyond the poverty line, your ass pretty much ain't got no fucking rights. Like, y'all hear them talking that poverty line shit? Look, I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. Like, you might be living in what's known, and I did a live stream about this too. You might be living in what's known as a sacrifice zone. Let's say your neighborhood ain't bringing in enough money, tax dollars or something like that, right? Or it's just a neighborhood that's don't got a lot of taxpayers on the block. Let's say a corporation want to move in your neighborhood and they want to dump like toxic waste in the creek behind the school or something like that, or they want to put up some type of power grid or something like that that could cause some type of radiation, something like that, right? Now, what they would do is they will decide that if that corporation is bringing in more money, they will decide if that corporation is bringing in more money than the tax revenue coming in from that area, that it's not worth even telling y'all that y'all lives are in danger. And it's not even worth asking y'all about putting the harmful power plant or whatever corporation they trying to put in that area. Your area you live in has been designated as what's called a sacrifice zone, meaning y'all motherfuckers can go. You know what I'm saying? For lack of a better way to put it, as fucked up as it sounds, you can Google this shit. Sacrifice zones. You might be living in one right now. You might be thinking, yeah, God bless America, land of the free, stars and stripes. You might be getting ready to sing the national anthem. You might be getting ready to twerk to the Declaration of Independence right now. You know what I'm saying? The fucking national anthem and shit, right? But before you do all that shit, look up sacrifice zones and see, man, this shit is real. So it ain't how you think it is, man. They got it by design that when all else fails, we gonna pull the floor out from under these motherfuckers at the bottom. And that's what's going on. That's pretty much anytime we start to get ahead, that's what has happened to us traditionally. Like, wasn't just they talk about Black Wall Street, which is Tulsa, right? It wasn't just Tulsa, man. You had Tulsa, you had Rosewood, you had so many black communities that was thriving that got burnt down and got messed up just because of drain pool politics. They need to have less. If they get what we have, what we have is not worth it anymore. All these black people moving in the house next door to me over here, and I live in the suburbs. But all these black people moving next door to me, oh, this house ain't worth nothing no more. I'm moving. I'm selling this house. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's like you gotta laugh at it because it seems absurd being on this side of the line. Like, why would people think like that? But man, the hate is real. The devil is real. You know what I'm saying? And evil is real. You got to think about it like this. If I got everything I got by robbing, stealing, killing indiscriminately, but also I know it's wrong. I know it's wrong, but I make the rules too, though. I gotta being good and being fair and just is a choice to me. I don't gotta do it, and that's too much power for a group of people to have over another motherfucking group of people or other groups of people. So motherfuckers gonna always choose where it's convenient to not have to follow the rules, right? It's almost like this. It remind me of this. They told us we would go out and march and stuff for like things like that happened with George Floyd, for example. Um, what happened in Missouri or whatever, like shit like that. We would go out and march and do stuff like that. They would say like, this ain't gonna solve nothing. Go home, get a job. Um, you know, vote. They would say vote. If you don't like the police, vote. If you don't like your alderman, vote. Do this. Like basically operate within the system, black man. Don't be operating outside the system. You fucking shit up. But then what they wasn't anticipating was like they never anticipate this shit. You learning the game and not just learning the game, but being able to play the game better than them. Not just learning the game, but being able to play the game better than them. I give you an example with basketball, right? At first, black folks wasn't even allowed to play basketball. Like you look on the court right now, it look like a black family reunion. Outstanding. Girl, you turn me out. Look like they finna play some Earth, Wind, and Fire and fire up the grill on what? When you turn on the NBA game, right? But back in the days, black folks couldn't even play. But this is exactly how it happened. One team got them a big black nigga on that team. And all them white boys was shooting and he was dunking on their ass. So the next team over said, you know what? We want us a nigga too. You know what I'm saying? So they went and got them one. Then the next team went and they went and got them one. They went and got, Willie Earl down there hooping in the cotton fields. They said, come on, man. You want to be, boy, we're going to give you an opportunity. You want to be part of a real team? Put him on the team or whatnot. And then next thing you know, next season roll around, that team got two of them niggas. Oh, they done went and got two niggas on their team. They shooting alley-oops and all that. They dribbling the ball through their legs. So, you know what happened? The next team went and got them another one. Then the next team went and got them another one, right? Then when the next season came around, this team was all black right here. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. The rules apply when it benefit their cause, and that's exactly what I'm getting at. The rules apply when it benefit their cause. So the rules was can't no black people play. When one team wanted to win, they bent them rules, and then everybody else bent them. And then it's like, okay, next thing you know, you look up and it's like, damn, we done fucked around and included them and gave them the game of basketball. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with football. First, it was just, man, we just want somebody up on the, that could run that ball. Them niggers got them legs. They're gonna run the ball. They're gonna run that ball downfield. So they just wanted a running back. Then they said, man, they could catch pretty good too. So then they went and got him a black wide receiver. Then next thing they said, man, them some big niggas down there on the, we could put them on the front line. They could be a good defensive line. And they went and got 5 niggas to be on the next thing the whole team black. You know what I'm saying? Except who? And y'all know exactly what I mean when I say this. Except who? The motherfucking quarterback. They ain't finna have too many black quarterbacks and too many head coaches. You know what I'm saying? They trying to put a cap on that. They like, man, y'all could throw this ball now. We ain't gonna have y'all running no organizations now. You know what I'm saying? You see, when they tried to buy the Panthers, I think it was like Jay-Z, Diddy, and somebody else tried to get together. They was gonna try to buy the Panthers for Kaepernick, make him the quarterback. Man, they shut that shit down real fast. Brain pool politics, man. Brain pool politics. Play by the rules. Play by the rules. Hey, we here. Followed all the rules. Did what we supposed to do. Let us in. We didn't tell you. We just changed the rules. Hold on. We'll be right back to let you know what we changed them to. Brain fucking pool politics, man. And that's what we dealing with. All these problems that we having could be traced back to that. Somebody wanting you to have less so they can have more. If I gotta let them play in the pool, I'ma drain the whole fucking pool. Sad but real, sad but true, man. And on that same note, draining the pool, bring me to my next topic, because they need to fill a fucking pool up with pink sauce and then drain the shit out that motherfucker straight to the sewer. You know what I'm saying? This whole tripping, right? So, a little update on the pink sauce girl. She fucked up. Fucked up. That's the update. That's it. We gonna move on. Nah, that ain't it. But this what we gotta ask her for real. Because I don't know if y'all remember where I left off talking about this story, right? Girl selling pink sauce, trying to be trendy, selling this pink Twitter sauce. This pink Instagram TikTok sauce. And folks is buying this sauce. Why? Because it's pink. She got some eyelashes and some baby hair. Selling the sauce, right? But this sauce got dairy in it and no preservatives. It's getting shipped in paper instead of airtight containers. All type of problems. So she was getting took to task about it. And it was this talk show host, dude. You could tell he a little zesty. In my eyes, sometimes the zesty community, they like to clout chase sometimes. You know what I'm saying? They like a good clout chase, a good attention seek. So he had pink sauce. She called herself Chef P, but it's spelled P-I-I. I hate that. I don't know why, but that shit just aggravate me and shit. Like Chef P spelled P-I-I. Like, bitch, I will pee on you. And whoever this is putting sexy XYZ in my chat, moderator, Tool Gang, go ahead and readjust this chat for me, please, to get Sex Fiend XYZ about my chat. You know what I'm saying? This a job for the tool gang. I'm gonna let them take care of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Big moderation on deck. We ain't selling sex in the chat. You know what I'm saying? We selling sex on Atkinson. No, I'm just talking shit. Why? Look, some of my family members, I ain't even gonna reveal they ain't gonna tell my mom when she came to Milwaukee. They gonna try to tell my mom I was a pimp. No, y'all better stop playing with me, dude. Y'all know I'm the wholesome, upstanding scholar you niggas ever met. So anyway, we gonna get to this pink sauce because she need to go. So yeah, let's go. MacWorld.
Long ago, I made a video talking about the pink sauce lady, also known as Chef Pie. If you want the whole story of Chef Pie and her pink sauce scandal, head over to that video for a more in-depth look at all of the weird things that she has done. However, to summarize, Chef Pie basically went super viral for creating a product called pink sauce. What is pink sauce? Well, it's basically a sauce that Chef Pie had created, which was neon pink in color, and she sold hundreds of bottles straight out of her very own kitchen. Obviously, because of that super bright pink color, people were extremely intrigued, and because Chef Pie said that she couldn't even describe what her pink sauce tasted like, a ton of people let curiosity get the better of them and decided to order the insanely priced condiment for themselves to try it out on all of their meals. However, little did any of these people know that the hefty price tag would be the least of their concerns, as a ton of buyers noticed some extremely shifty things about Chef Pie's creation. The main issue is when people read the ingredients on the packaging, they noticed that the pink sauce.
Hey, I don't know what exactly she got in that motherfucker, but when they opened the one bottle up, man, that shit looked like a it looked like an egg. That yellow shit looked like egg or something like that. Like something, whatever dairy was in there, that shit turned nasty. Like it took a nasty rancid turn and started like growing, cultivating or whatever. Like that shit nasty as hell. Let's go.
Was being made with milk products, yet it was being sent through the mail in the height of the summer without any sort of preservatives, which led those who didn't read the label to basically end up getting sick since they were drinking expired milk products. And to make matters even worse, Chef Pie responded by taking literally zero responsibility, claiming that she was following the FDA guidelines and that she was doing nothing wrong.
I'm not afraid. I'm not doing anything wrong. I am following FDA standards, so y'all keep talking about FDA approved. What do you mean FDA approved? I don't sell medical products. The pink sauce is not a medical product.
As the hype surrounding the pink sauce eventually died down and people started to realize that
Pink sauce is not a medical product. Anybody that's selling you food but don't know what FDA stand for, don't know the F stand for food, don't buy that food. Let's go.
all it was essentially overpriced expired milk with an unusual color that could put you in the hospital, people stopped buying the sauce. And Chef Pie basically was no longer the flavor of the month. That was
Overpriced expired milk that can put you in the hospital. Overpriced. This is my product I'm selling. My product I'm selling is overpriced expired milk that can put you in the hospital. Come on, man. I ain't making this shit up, obviously. Let's go.
until recently when Chef Pie went on the Caramo show to have one of the messiest confrontations with her critics.
Look at this chef. Look at the host of this show. This nigga looks zesty as a bitch.
And even sent it off for testing in a lab. And she finally got the chance to meet Chef Pie face to face to voice her concerns. During the interview, Chef Pie accused Ale of basically just trying to tear down her business and ruin her livelihood. But the thing that got people so mad on social media was that the host of the Caramo was actually backing up Chef Pie. And the pair basically gaslit Ale into thinking Chef Pie had literally done nothing wrong. From the get-go of the interview, Chef Pie defends herself by saying that initially when she
someone who received the first order was someone that I knew personally. So she called me like, girl, my package looks horrific.
Yeah.
And so then I was like, okay, we have to put it in, like we have to stop all of these orders, contact each and every customer. We contacted everyone directly, meaning single emails, and let them know, hey, the shipment got damaged. We're aware of this. We will either refund you or send you a brand new bottle of pink sauce. And, you know, we did offer exclusivity, like, you know, just special offers to our customers.
What's the
letting them
special
know,
offer
like, hey,
on
we
some
care.
rancid sauce?
You handled your business like a boss. She was like, I made a mistake. I'm going to rectify it.
This was then proven false, as Ale stated that she was never contacted by Chef Pie.
Y'all see how the gay host dude tried to do the damage control? And I ain't saying, I'm not using that in the slur way. I'm just saying, obviously, dude was, you know, he had a little pep in his step. Shout out to the LBGTQ X LGBT. You know, shout out to y'all, man. You know. But yeah, he had a little pep in his step.
Let them know, like, hey, we care. And
You handled your business like a boss. She was like, I made a mistake. I'm going to rectify it.
This was then proven false, as Ale stated that she was never contacted by Chef Pie
clout
about
chasing
the order
ass.
that she made. And this is where the accusations start that Ale was trying in some way to sabotage Chef Pie. They even preface Ale's entrance on the show by saying that she was one of the people harassing Chef Pie.
This is someone who got one of your products
yes.
and saw that maybe if I post about this, I'm gonna get attention for saying, hey, pink sauce is wrong, pink sauce is this.
Yeah.
TikTok's influencers, Allie. I think she's one.
Wow, I didn't even know they did that. So the lady they had come out there, she was just trying to see what the fuck was in the pink sauce. But they basically, dude right here with this little rose, with this little rose or little daffodil on this collar or whatever, he brung the hoe out here on some what you call it? On some like a hit piece or whatever, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, good looking. Get them motherfuckers out of here. But yeah, good looking out too, gang. But yeah, so he basically bring the chick out here on some hit piece type shit. Like, so the girl was like, yeah, I'm trying to find out what's in the pink sauce, whatever. They're like, okay, person who was investigating you, we gonna bring her on the show. But we gonna bring her out here, but we gonna preface her appearance by saying she was harassing you though. Like, this shit crazy. I wonder if you an influencer and you go on one of these little bum ass talk shows like this, do you throw them a couple extra bucks to like basically kind of lean everything in your favor? Cause that's what it looked like. It just seemed weird, the whole interaction. Like he was like it seemed like he knew the chick. But let's go though. I'm gonna show y'all what I'm talking about. When the white chick come out there, y'all gonna see. Let's go.
One of the people that you said kept on with the harassment, right?
Al then comes on and is asked about the review that she made on the pink sauce, and she said that she was not setting out to be hateful and went in to try the product with an open mind, but got huge red flags when there wasn't even necessary information on the label of the bottle.
Doing the review, there was just so many red flags that I saw in it, like the label. You know, when you make a USDA label, you have to put in batch numbers, because if something were to be recalled, you have to be able to trace it down to the salt and pepper that is in something. And so if something...
Wait, not to cut you off, but to cut you off. So you didn't see the video because you follow me, right?
Chef Pie then ignores this and instead accuses Ale of fabricating the whole thing, which is the reason why she never bothered to contact Ale and try to resolve the issue that she had with the product.
Okay, but why would I contact someone who's fabricating something on the internet?
Nothing was fabricated.
To be honest, you're not special. You're not special, okay? So why should I lose my mind and approach you directly when you're fabricating?
Man, look, let me buy some shit from a hoe, right? Let me buy some shit from a hoe in a pink suit, okay? Let me buy some shit from a hoe in a pink suit with a pink ponytail, some pink baby hair, and some pink eyebrows. And then after the hoe sell me the pink sauce that smell like pink shit and tastes like a pink lie, let this hoe tell me I ain't special, look me in my face, and tell me I ain't special. And look, she a girl, like, you know, I can't do it. I had to have another little rough ass chick with me. I got a little chick too, and she carry a little pink little pistol to put. Hey, anybody that know me know I'm not lying, man. I hate that my life crazy sometimes, man. But look, don't look her in her face and say you not special. How you gonna come on? That's the worst. This the worst customer service I ever seen right here. Let's go.
Fabricating something on the internet. So
Al responds by saying that if Chef Pie had pride in her product,
okay, so why?
Contacted me.
Okay, but why would I contact someone who's fabricating something on the internet?
Nothing was fabricated.
To be honest, you're not special. You're not special. Okay? So why should I lose my mind and approach you directly when you're fabricating something on the internet? So
Al responds by saying that if Chef Pie had pride in her product and saw someone making criticism online, she could have reached out. However, Chef Pie responded by simply saying this.
But I think you should look into this. Take this step. Did you research this? Did you check out your packaging there? Versus trying to tear down my business and my livelihood.
Then Chef Pie goes in.
I hate that shit, man. Let me say this. Hold on, I gotta go big screen for. I hate that. I gotta. That's my. I hate that shit. Right. I absolutely. That gotta be one of my pet peeves, man. That gotta be that. That might be my biggest pet peeve. And what I mean exactly by that is, don't you hate when somebody do something fucked up to you? And then they try to criticize the way you respond to it? I'm going to say that shit one more time. Don't you hate when somebody bring the bullshit to you and then they try to get mad at you for how you respond to it? She told old girl who she sold some toxic shit to, K, Chef P. We gonna call this hoe Chef P. It ain't Chef Pie. No, this hoe is Chef P. The fuck you mean? Little pissy tail ass. But nah, Chef P over here selling this bullshit. And then jump up. And she talking about, why are you trying to ruin my business? How come you couldn't just suggest nice things to me about what I could change? Oh, because you not paying her. You are selling her a bad product and want her response to be to join your team and kick you quality control measures. Oh, let me say. Ian said it best, but this shit get more appalling. Let's go, cause she in trouble now because you know what, and this what we gonna get to. MacWorld exclusive, right? Them toxicology results came back on that goddamn pink sauce. That's what she was. She was really, to me, she went on the show to do damage control because, and the reason she went on there, she said the girl ain't special, right? But I'm gonna tell y'all this, peep game. It's always, and I say this on my channel a lot, MacWorld, listen, giving y'all some game. It ain't what people say, it's what people don't say. You know what I'm saying? She told her she wasn't special. That's the word out her mouth. But of all the people that bought your nasty ass pink sauce, you only chose to bring her on the talk show. So she was special enough for you to single her out to bring on the talk show, but you want to bring her on there to tell her she ain't special, right? Come on, man. But anyway, yeah, let's get back to this because the jig was up, and this is why she wanted to bring old girl on here, because this the one girl who said, you know what? I'm gonna find out what's in the pink sauce. Let's go.
Host brings up the whole situation that could be used as a moment of reflection because she wanted to gain views by tearing down someone's business. Then this is where things get super weird and the host brings up the whole situation that could be used as a moment of reflection, and when Ale even tries to take responsibility even though she did nothing wrong, as soon as she says that Chef Pie is also in the wrong, Karamo decides to back up Chef Pie and try to blame everything on
Watch
Ale.
this part.
I think this is a moment of reflection.
Absolutely, and I think it's a moment of learning on both parts.
I think the learning is more on your part.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's being real. And then this being real here. Because I literally, the thing is the matter of that her business, her livelihood, her safety is being affected now. And these are things that we don't think about. This moment is for you to realize that your power is really in what.
See, you know what? Now this is another problem I got, man. So I've never been one of those people, one of those black criticism leaders, one of those people that think they can speak on black people only through criticizing them and have no responsibility to them, like they other themselves when they speak on them, and feel like my blackness just qualified me to criticize and talk down and shit, and I'm not necessarily required to have solutions or to give a positive spin on said conversation. I've never been one of those people, right? But it's a such thing, and this is what I learned in college, called a criticism framework. So let's say I'm looking at something, I'm critical of something, like I have to see it from different points of views, right? And so a feminist criticism framework might be like, let me look at this topic from the feminist point of view. If I say like a historical criticism framework, like let me look at this from like a person from back in the past, how they might view this particular thing. And as far as criticism frameworks go, I feel like as a people, my people tend to look at things too much through the popularity criticism framework and the clout criticism framework. Looking at this situation right here, this nigga only concerned, this zesty nigga right here, only concern is the fact that her social media presence and livelihood could be affected. That's all he concerned about. She actually selling a product that's harmful to people. Somebody could die off of this shit that she's selling, and then she could end up locked up in jail. You know what I'm saying? But he don't see none of that. He see past all of that. He see past legal liability of selling a product that's being consumed by people. You know what I'm saying? He see past the transparency needed, the logistics needed to even get a product out there like that, to go from this hoe had funnels making that shit in her kitchen. Come on now. With her hands. I don't even know if the hoe had no gloves on, right? Making vats of this fucking sauce. Geeked up thinking about the money she gonna get, right? So we gotta stop looking at shit through the clout criticism framework. Somebody, man, she done kicked her kids in the ribs. She done fucking ran off. She done stole a car, ran into some people. Let me see what Kay got to say. She say she looked up the word exclusivity. She for sure didn't know that word beforehand. Type shit. No, she definitely tried to come on here and tried to seem like she was educated with a little pink suit to match her little bootleg ass sauce. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have my little ghetto girl put the little pink blick to her little pink ponytail. Fuck you. I'm stupid. But no, so clout criticism framework. He ain't look at none of the health issues. He just looked at it. His criticism of it was her livelihood. It affected her livelihood. So come on, man. We gonna look back on it. Go.
Learning on both parts.
I think the learning is more on your part.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's being real. And then this being real here. Because I literally, the thing is the matter of that her business, her livelihood, her safety is being affected now. And these are things that we don't think about. This moment is for you to realize that your power is really in what you're saying and what you're doing. And that one video that you did for that second, the follow-up video, had ripple effects.
I think it's so painfully obvious that the host must have done absolutely zero research into what caused Chef Pie's sauce to actually go viral online. Because how is he trying to justify Chef Pie's actions when she was literally lying about following food safety regulations and was selling literal expired milk that was making people seriously ill? It's so ironic.
Fucking lit Pepto. That's all. Hey, shout out to Kia for the comment of the day. Look, that shit ain't nothing but some Pepto, ho. You ain't fooling nobody. You done took some Pepto, threw seasoning salt in that shit, black pepper, the shit you know black folks like. Some hot sauce, ho. That ain't nothing but Pepto. You ain't fooled nobody. Kia done cracked the case on your ass. Let's go.
Ironic that Caramel accused Elle of putting Chef Pie's life in danger when that's literally the exact thing that Chef Pie was doing. It's needless to say that after this interview was released, the entire internet went absolutely crazy over it and just how wrong both Caramel and Chef Pie treated Ale, who was literally just a woman on TikTok reviewing a product. Here's what the people online had to say about the messy talk show segment. You need to apologize to the woman you brought on for your pink sauce episode. It's obvious you did no research and were just siding with Chef Pie because she's a small business owner. The poor customer deserves compensation. Caramel's credibility went out the window after defending Pink Sauce Lady OMFG. Really disappointing to see how Caramel just brought the Pink Sauce Lady and an entire audience to gaslight a single customer. The whole 1347 clip is disgusting. Her business and her livelihood is at stake. So are the customers who bought her rancid product. As you can imagine, the backlash did not go unnoticed, and the video of the interview that
And look, moral of the story is this: be a little light-skinned chick, you know what I'm saying? Look halfway decent, and you could sell Pepto-Bismol and hot sauce mixed together out of that you put into old Miracle Whip bottles out of a fucking funnel. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
the show had posted online was swiftly taken down from all their social media and their YouTube channel. Despite this igniting the hate that is being sent towards Chef Pie, she seems to be pretty unbothered and posted a new video to TikTok
She
to
got a
gloss
shiesty
over
look
the
about
Caramel
her.
drama.
Okay, so I know I haven't been active on my socials lately. I've been really busy behind the scenes working closely with Dave's Gourmet, developing the pink sauce. I'm actually at my son's football game right now.
I wouldn't trust nothing
And I
this
know
host
like
say.
a lot of things have taken place, and I've been reading y'all comments and the things that y'all have been saying. And I want to say, first of all, that I do take accountability for the mistakes that I have made and the things that have taken place. However, I had a very limited amount of resources at that time. Being a one-woman army, there are some things that I did not know. There are some things that I am enlightened to, and an enormous amount of things that I've learned in the process of.
It's always like this, ain't it? Ain't it always like? This fool is a scandal machine, right? Let me see what Kay said. She said, so she's the only one that doesn't, she the only one that doesn't have exclusivity. Hey, she love that word on what? She thought that. She said, the host said, if I come out here with a suit on and say the word exclusivity, oh man, can't nobody tell me nothing. Hershel Walker, new scandal. Let's see. New bombshell and Hershel Walker. Is this the, let me see, is this one from today? Hershel Walker got a new kid getting discovered every day. So if this ain't the one for, if this ain't the latest kids, my bad about that. Oh, nope, this 3 weeks ago. These some. Hey, how is this man running for senator? This gotta be, this lets you know they don't respect black folks at all. They don't respect black folks at all. They like, man, we gonna put anybody up there for senator. Have him running. Hershel Walker. You know what? I got a better one for y'all. Matter of fact, cause dude funny. Y'all go to Jimmy Kimmel. Talking about peanut head Hershel. Here we go.
The host of the show. Thanks. Please relax. Thank you for coming. Thanks for watching. Not only is it Black Panther Day, it's also National Pumpkin Day. Locks him up. There's not much good news for Kanye. Madame Tussauds in London has removed his wax figure from there. They're going to melt it down and make a bunch of
wax Kanye out the wax museum.
And some big name athletes have dropped him. Think about that for an hour. I think, is the answer yes? Yes, I say yes.
I am sick.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Because two of his biggest clients, Aaron Donald of the Rams and the Celtics, Jaylen Brown, said no more. At this point, the only athlete who'd be dumb enough to sign with Donda Sports is Hershel Walker, because things aren't going much better for Hershel. His campaign for Senate gets nuttier by the day.
In less than 2 years, this is where we at. And now you're asking for 6 more years. Do you look like we got peanuts in our brain?
Do you look like we got peanuts in our brains?
For an hour.
What do that even mean?
Do you look like we got peanuts in our brain?
Could I ask y'all a question? Hold on, let me read that. Could I ask you, me, a question? Do you look like we got peanuts in our brains? You ever see somebody that can't talk, so like they speech is so fucking bad they ask you a question that damn near break you? That's a question that will break you mentally. Do you look like we got peanuts in our brains? This nigga is so stupid it hurt me.
Senate gets nuttier by the day.
In less than 2 years, this is where we at. And now you're asking for 6 more years. Do you look like we got peanuts in our brain?
And the term is 4 years, Hershel.
Let me think about that for an hour. I think, is the answer yes? Yes,
This
I say
nigga
yes.
dumb as
I
hell.
am sick and tired of people thinking that we're bad people. They're saying we're bad people, we're racist people. Let's be real now. 23andMe has screwed us all up. We don't know what we are, and it really don't matter, does it?
Well, 23andMe hasn't screwed us all up, okay? By the way, 23andMe is what Hershel calls dinner with his children. Did you know that?
All right, we ending it just like that. It was just the funny dumb shit he was saying, but nah, he got it. Let me show y'all though. Let me show y'all.
Today, another woman came forward to say that Hershel Walker drove her to a clinic to have an abortion. He is allegedly pro-life. She says she didn't want to have the abortion. She left the clinic. He made her go back in and have it while he waited in the parking lot. He was married at the time, she says. She has a voice message from Hershel telling her that he loves her. She has a photo of him on a hotel room bed. She has letters both to her and to her parents. But once again, Hershel said this is just another woman telling another lie.
I've already told people this is a lie, and I'm not going to entertain to continue to carry a lie along. And I also want to let you know I didn't kill JFK either.
That one is true.
Oh, Hershel, man. Hershel fucking Walker, everybody. Oh my God. That shit is painful to watch. This nigga so dumb. But yeah, we gonna end it like that, man. I can't show y'all Hershel Walker no more. That shit'll hurt y'all damn brain watching this dumbass nigga, right? So on that note, man, we gonna end it. Gonna go ahead and get up out of here, man. I appreciate everybody tuning in. If you ain't hit that like button, hit that like. If you ain't subscribed, I invite you to subscribe to the channel. Going up, we getting stronger every day. Shout out to all my moderators, Kid too, Fresh. Shout out to all the other content creators I rock with. Everything boxing and sports. Shout out to Mac Buddy Gaming. Shout out to Below the Belt Boxing Broadcast. Everybody else, content brothers in content. Shout out to everybody part of the game. We working. Yeah, I will see y'all tomorrow. Yeah, my mic was muted for a second. My bad about that. Kia, I see you. Moderators be on point, man. Everybody need a good moderator in their life, whether you online or offline, goddamn it. So you know what I'm saying? I love it, but I love y'all too. Thank y'all for checking out another day of MacWorld Live. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow, Friday, right? So we got tomorrow. We made it through the week. So love y'all. Be safe. Enjoy your Thursday. Don't eat them nasty ass boneless wings. And yeah, we out of here.